Okay, now how would I find out whether it's an even or odd function given just the equation of the function, just given the function? How would you know whether it's even or not? Well, there's a way to do it. Are you ready? All right. And then we're going to use kind of what we said at the top. So even function, what does even function mean graphically? Even function means y-axis symmetry, right? This one, this one, this one. So x changed the sign, but y's are the same. So keep that in mind. X changed the sign, but y's are the same. So what if I write it like this? F of x is equal to f of negative x for all x's. All right, think about it. Your y's are the same, but your x changed the sign. Yeah, so for given the equation of the function, what you're going to do is all the problem, if you look at it, you are given the f of x. You're also going to find what f of negative x is underneath it. If those two turned out to be same, you just say it's the even function. So that's what we're going to do here, but not yet. All right, now how would you find the odd function? Well, let's look at what has happened for the odd function. The g of x is one of the example. Odd function, your x changed the sign and your y changed the sign. Do you guys see it? X changed the sign, y changed the sign. So we're going to do something different for checking the odd function like this. Okay? F of negative x is going to be negative f of x for all x's. I mean, it should make sense to you. Different x's, different signs of y, right? One is positive, one is negative, one is positive, one is negative. So that's how we're going to check whether it's going to be the odd function or not. Okay, so you probably need to memorize these two. I'll show you the example right here on the next page. So I am given f of x right here. I'm going to go ahead and find what f of negative x is. Okay, and if these two turn out to be the same, I'm just going to conclude they're the even function. If not, I'm going to see whether I can find whether it's an odd function or not as well. So what is f of negative x? You take that negative x, plug it in wherever their x's are, like this. 2 times 3 times negative x plus negative x quantity square. So I first just plug it in. Equal to 2 times, let's see, what's 3 times negative x? Negative 3x. Well, isn't absolute value of negative 3x same as absolute value of 3x? Yes. And then what is negative x quantity squared? Negative x times negative x is x squared. Okay, now see what happened. Is f of x same as f of negative x? Like, are they the same thing? Yes, they are. So I conclude, since f of x is same as f of negative x, it's an even function, right? That's what our definition was here. They're the same, even function. All right, now let's look at the next one, g of x. First, let's find g of negative x to see whether it's an even function. So I take negative x, plug it in wherever I see the x's. Negative x to the 4th power plus negative x squared. 2 times what's negative x quantity to the 4th time? X to the 4th power plus what's negative x times negative x? X squared. What did I realize? I realized that g of x and g of negative x are the same thing. So I said, since g of x is equal to g of negative x, even function. Cool? All right, keep going. Now, let's try this. F of x. Let's try f of negative x. 3 times negative x plus negative x quantity cube. Okay, 3 times negative x is negative 3x plus negative x times negative x is negative x cubed. All right, is f of x same as f of negative x? Nope, they're not the same. Not same. So that means not even function. Whew, not even function. So what are we going to do? Well, let's see whether it's going to be the odd function or not. How do we check the odd function? That f of negative x should be equal to negative f of x. So I already have f of negative x. So I need to find what negative f of x will be. So negative f of x equal to negative f of x, the whole thing. 3x, notice I put the parentheses around, equal to negative 3x minus x cubed. So now notice, is f of negative x equal to negative f of x? Yes, so I said since f of negative x is equal to negative f of x, it's a odd function. Cool? All right, next one. I'm going to do a little fast. So let's find g of negative x. 2 times negative x minus, just plug negative x wherever you see it, 2 times negative x equal to negative 2x plus x times 2x. Are they the same? Nope, so not even. Now let's try the odd function, negative g of x. Negative the whole thing. Distribute that negative in, negative 2x plus x, absolute value of 2x. Is g of negative x same as negative g of x? Yes, odd function. Okay, keep going. I'm going to do one more with you. So f of negative x, let's try that. Oops, 3 times negative x squared plus negative x. I can already tell it's not going to work. 3x squared minus x. Not the same. What about negative f of x? Negative f of x with the parentheses, negative 3x squared minus x. Are these two the same now? No, neither. Neither. Okay, so if that doesn't work, you just say neither, and then you're going to find very similar thing over here as well. Okay, so great job. That's how you decide whether it's an even or odd function given the equation of the function. You find f or g of negative x and then negative that, and then compare all the values together. Cool. All right, good luck.